Welcome to our class. I am so glad you are here. I have made you a bag of goodies to help describe our year. The goodies are the eraser is to let you know it is okay to make mistakes. We'll correct them and learn from them no matter what it takes. The smarties say, I know you are smart and really special too. The lifesaver is to remind you that I am always here for you. The pencil represents the learning that we will do. We'll work hard but have a ton of fun too. The Luffy Tuffy says we will laugh a lot while traveling through the year you see. And the Starburst is to let you know that you are a star to me. Children, we'll see to it that our learning is fun. So relax, learn, and enjoy. I will show you a short video. Please watch and learn the moral lesson.
The ugly tree. In a dense forest there stood a big tree. He was not like any other tree. He had crooked branches, pale dirty leaves, and a disfigured trunk. The other trees around him looked tall and elegant. Well, he was much shorter than most of them. The tree was never happy with himself. He even envied the other trees around him. Look at me, cried the tree. How old I am! How crooked my stems and branches are! How I wish I could be as beautiful as the other trees! One day, a woodcutter came to the forest to collect firewood. Oh, these tall trees would make for good firewood. Let me chop them first. Saying that, he chopped down a few of the large limb trees. Once he was done with a few trees, he came to the crooked tree. He came around the tree and examined it carefully. This tree seems to have some problem. Rather, these old branches wouldn't be of any use. Let me not waste my time cutting it down. The woodcutter picked up the chopped wood and went away. The tree was happy and relieved. All these days he had thought he was ugly. But now, the same ugliness had saved his life. Moral: always be content with what you have.
The video is about the ugly tree. We will not complain of our imperfections, but rather be contented of what you have. Don't look on the things that you don't have, but be thankful of what you have. There are so many things which are important to us. So, because of that, our lesson is about trees. Trees. God has given nature's gift to mankind, but it is the man who has misused. Trees are one such boon. They form an important part of our well-being. Trees provide oxygen in the morning and carbon dioxide in the evening. Thus, they maintain a balance. Trees stop soil erosion and landslide. They provide food to large number of animals and habitation to birds. Trees are important to our lives. They gave us things which are useful and vital to our survival. This lesson will help you realize the things that trees provide to human beings, to animals, environment, and the Mother Earth as well as a whole. At the end of this lesson, you are also expected to 1. Explain the importance of planting and propagating trees and fruit-bearing trees. 2. Distinguish the benefits derived from trees. And show proper care of planted trees. I know you have done planting and propagating in your previous years. To begin with our lesson, let's check how far you've learned about trees. Children, please prepare your pen and paper while having a game called What I Know. The direction of our game, you are going to identify the name of the following trees. Write the correct name of the tree on your answer sheet. Kids, careful with your spelling. Are you ready? Let's begin. For number 1, this fruit-bearing tree is very delicious. What's the name of this tree? Write that on your answer sheet. Number 2. Oh, so yummy! This fruit tree is found mostly in the part of Mindanao. Number 3. This fruit-bearing tree is very nutritious. You can make out from the fruit into shake. Number 4. Oh, this is a very strong tree. In fact, it is our national tree. Number 5. So love the red color of the fruit. This fruit, the seed of this fruit, if you are going to roast it, you can have a yummy tablilla for our champurados. 6. Oh, another fruit-bearing tree. This fruit can be luto in our utan Bisaya. The seeds is very delicious. 7. The last tree. Have you seen this in our surroundings, especially in our school? Yes, there's so many of this fruit-bearing tree in our school. You're done, children? Okay, we're going to check your answer. So please ask your mother or your tutor or your sister to check your answer. If there is none, you are going to check your own answer. Here we go. So yummy! This is a mango tree. Number 2. Oh, correct. It's lanzones. Number 3. Avocado. Number 4. The strong nara tree. Number 5 for our yummy tablilla, it's cacao. Number 6 for our utan Bisaya, we have kamansi. And the last, so careful with this fruit because it has a spike outside the fruit. It is a jackfruit. Well. Did you get all correct answers? Yes. You are ready for the next task. This time, you need to recall your English test. So your task 2 is you're going to determine the meaning of the underlined words. So the directions: read and give the meaning of the underlined words in every sentences. Choose the answer inside the parentheses. Write the word of the correct answer in your activity notebook. Are you ready for this? Number 1. The government is offering more programs which benefit the low-income families. The underlined word is benefit. You are going to choose the other meaning or the meaning of benefit in the words inside the parentheses. Impurity, abode, advantage, income. Number 2. Because of erosion, the beach has decreased in size. The underlined word is erosion, which means, is it home, washing away, welfare, means. Write the correct meaning of erosion in your paper. Number 3. If the food decreases in the habitat, the animals will relocate to an area with more dietary resources. So habitat is being underlined, and habitat means, is it wearing away, home, nourishment, or falling? Number 4. A lot of pollution originates from cities in the form of factory smog and toxic waste. Now pollution is being underlined, which means welfare, subsistence, rotting, or dirtying. And for our number 5, the farmer's livelihood depends upon his produce in the field. I'll read it again. The farmer's livelihood depends upon the produce in the field. Livelihood is underlined, which means domain, income, environmental stability, or abrasion. And for number 6, we need farmers who maintain the ecological balance and care for the countryside. The underline reads ecological balance, which means, is it environmental stability, daily bread, domain, or contaminating? So write down your answer on your activity notebook. Are you done, children? Okay, let's check your answers. For number 1, benefit means advantage, correct. Number 2, the underlined word is erosion, which means washing away, correct. Number 3, habitat. It means home, good. And number 4, pollution. It means dirtying. Okay, dirtying the air, the surroundings. Number 5, livelihood. It means income. Okay, so the farmer's income depends upon his produce in the field. And in number 6, ecological balance means environmental stability. Well, very good. There you have it. Well done, children. Hurrah! Since you recall your knowledge in previous years, let's learn more. Are you ready? Oh. A tree is a tall plant with a trunk and branches made of wood. Trees, animals are part of our ecosystem. They help maintain what we call an ecological balance. What is ecological balance? One example is this. Trees give off oxygen and take in carbon dioxide, while man gives off carbon dioxide and take in oxygen. Here, you see a give and take relationship between tree and man. Nothing goes to waste. Another example. Waste of animals and plants like carabao manure, chicken dung, and dead leaves and twigs mix with the soil to decompose and become compost or fertilizer. This fertilizer sustains the plants and trees with nutrients which they need to grow, to bear fruit, and to provide food for man. Ecological balance allows every living thing in nature to survive for as long as we take care of each other. And we have parts of a tree. We have three major parts of a tree. You have the crown, the trunk, and the roots. Each major part had been subdivided or had having subparts. The crown subparts are leaf, twig, branch, fruit, and foliage. And for the roots, you have lateral roots, root hairs, and taproot. Now let's know each one of them. Let's start with roots. Roots are the underground part of a tree. The primary root or taproot grow horizontally downwards, with lateral roots arising from the taproot. Each root is surrounded by many tiny root hairs that increase their area of absorption. And the functions of roots: anchoring the tree to the soil, absorbing water and mineral from the soil, storing reserve food, preventing soil erosion. Let's move to crown. They are the topmost portion of a tree that may vary widely based on their shapes and sizes. The crown is made up of the following parts. Leaves, usually the green part of a plant that remains attached to the crown. Leaves are also known as the factories of a tree. A collection of green leaves is called foliage. Branches. The first thick branches of a tree arising from the central wooden axis are called boughs, while the smallest terminal branches of a tree are known as twigs. Flowers. The most colorful and attractive part of the plant that remains attached to the terminal branches. It later developed into a fruit. Fruit, the edible part of the plant that develops from the flowers. It contains the seed that gives rise to a new plant. Functions. Leaves produce food for the plant. Leaves help to filter dust and other particles present in the air, thus keep the air clean. Leaves keep the plant cool through the loss of water by evaporation. Twigs help to give rise to a new plants. Boughs and branches store food materials in the form of sugar that are required to that are required by the plant for their growth and metabolism. Boughs and branches provide strength and support to the plant. And the last part, the trunk or bole. The trunk is the central wooden axis of the crown that is typically brownish. They contain a network of small tubes that runs between the roots and the leaves, thus acting as the plumbing system in the plant. The functions of trunk. Bark protects the delicate inside wood of the tree. Cambium helps in making new cells, thus allowing the tree to grow in diameter. The outer bark and sapwood helps in supporting the crown and providing the tree its shape. Pitch and sapwood conducts water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. The inner bark transports the foods prepared by the leaves to all parts of a plant. Outer bark and the cambium provides mechanical strength of the plant. Now, let's have another functions. Let's proceed with the benefits derived from trees. Trees provide shade and fresh air around the house. Trees are very much needed by people in these times of climate change, when the temperature is high and the heat of the sun becomes intense. Without trees, there are no shades to keep us cool. They protect the soil from erosion. Have you seen the big roots that extend several meters from the trunk or go deeper into the soil? These roots hold the soil, preventing it from eroding when rain or floods come. They help maintain high quality water supply. The roots of plants and trees help stay the dirt and cleanse the water as it passes through the roots. The root system promotes soil stability. This means that the soil held by the roots remain there and do not erode. They serve as valuable wildlife habitats, while animals live in places with many trees like in a forest. They serve as the windbreaker during typhoons and storms, thus reducing the destruction of home and agricultural crops. A typhoon that is strong usually moves at an amazing fast speed. It continues to be the strong if there are no barriers on the path where it moves. But when it passes barriers like mountains and trees, it slows down and its speed is reduced. Small crops and plants, as well as houses, are safe when a typhoon is weak. They help reduce pollutions in congested urban areas. Remember that trees take in carbon dioxide that is emitted by vehicles that belch smoke. The more the trees, the less carbon dioxide there is in the air. They contribute the beautiful landscape in the city and countryside. Imagine a lawn, a land with plenty of trees and grass, and a scattering of flowers of beautiful colors, sizes, and shapes. This is greenery we all love to stay and live in. They prevent river and lake sedimentation. Have you observed a riverbank that is lined endlessly with full-grown trees? These trees help hold the water in the lake and river and keep it there. This prevents the lake and river from drying up. They prevent floods. Floods occur when water from rain rushes in causing soil erosion. However, if there are trees to serve as barriers and the roots to hold the water, flood will not occur. Are you still with me, children? Okay, let's continue. Do you know the importance of planting trees and fruit trees and propagating trees and plants? Trees are valuable to family and to the community for the products and amenities they give, such as wow, nutritious. So these are the products produced by fruit-bearing tree. And we can get foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and sugar. The next product. Have you tried this? Now, what is the material produced by trees that use as fuel for cooking and heating? Correct, wood. Next product. Have you seen like this? These materials, which includes lumber, plywood, and board. They are construction materials. Another product from the tree, fiber. Do you know that bamboo plant can make or can produce fiber? Yes, and you are going to have a bamboo yarn and woven into bamboo fabric. That fabric could produce also a toilet paper, a paper, and a pulp. And the last product are chemical products, such as rubber, resin, and turpentine. Turpentine oil is very useful to us. The turpentine oil can produce or can be used as solvent, cleaning materials, or pharmaceuticals, or medicines, personal care such as perfumes, soap, and many others. So these are the products of trees. So do you know already the importance of planting trees and fruit-bearing trees, or even propagating trees and plants? Very good. I think you're all set and equipped. This is an activity time. Again, get ready with your pen and paper. Let's have activity 1. For your activity 1, you're going to write T if the statement is true and F if the statement is false. Put the answer in your activity notebook. Are you ready with your activity, children? Okay, let's start. Number 1. Is it true or false? Trees help prevent soil erosion. Trees help prevent soil erosion. Write your answer. T for true and F for false. Number 2. Trees give off carbon dioxide. Trees give off carbon dioxide. Number 3. Too many trees cause pollution. Too many trees cause pollution. Number 4. When trees slow down the speed of a typhoon, they act as windbreaker. Is it true or false? Number 5. Roots of trees hold water, thus preventing flood. Roots of trees hold water, thus preventing flood. Number 6. Trees serve as valuable wildlife habitats. Remember, habitats means home. Trees serve as valuable wildlife habitats or home. 7. Trees stop the high-quality water supply. Is it true or false? Number 8. They help increase pollutions in the urban areas. They help increase pollutions in the urban areas. Number 9, they prevent river and lake sedimentation. They prevent river and lake sedimentation. Number 10, trees prevent floods. Trees prevent floods. Are you done? So let's check your answer. For number 1, does trees help prevent soil erosion? Good, it's true. Number 2, does trees gives off carbon dioxide? Okay, it's false because trees give off oxygen. Number 3. Oh, it's false? What word makes that statement false? Too many trees cause pollution. So, too many trees lessen pollution or stops pollution. 4. It's true. Trees serve or act as windbreakers. Number 5, still true because roots prevents flood. Number 6, true. Tree serves as a valuable wildlife habitats. Number 7, false because trees does not stop the high quality of water supply. In fact, it helps. Number 8, it's also false because trees lessen pollution in urban areas. And number 9, true. Trees prevent river and lake sedimentation. And number 10, it's very, very true. Trees prevent floods. So, please count the number of your check marks and write your score on the top part in your activity notebook. Okay, let's proceed to our activity 2. Ready? This time, you are going to read and answer the following questions. Choose the answer from the given choices. Write the letter of the correct answer in your activity notebook. Again, write the letter of the correct answer in your activity notebook. So let's start with number 1. How do planting fruit trees valuable to a family? A. Serves as barriers to your neighbor. B. Serve as income generating project. C. Dangerous things during typhoon. Or D. Use as habitat for the birds. How do planting fruit trees valuable to the family? So take a pick. Which of that A, B, C, and D the correct answer? Write the letter on your activity notebook. Number 2. Why is it important to plant trees? Why is it important to plant trees? A. Trees help maintain ecological balance. B. They help maintain the healthy environment. C. Source of chemical products. Or D. All of them. Meaning, all of A, B, and C are important in planting trees. Number 3. How will you take care of the trees found in your place? How will you take care of the trees found in your place? A. Never replace the old ones. B. Cut and burn them. Letter C. Avoid cutting immature trees. Letter D. Pour oil engine at the roots. Take your pick. Number 4. Why is a nursery for fruit tree seedlings a profitable business? Why is a nursery for fruit tree seedlings a profitable business? A. Because if there is a nursery, we can accept many orders of seedlings. Letter P. Because a nursery consumes a lot of water. Letter C. Because the nursery is a storage of many seedlings. Letter T. Because it is called the greenhouse. And the last, number 5. How does this nursery business affect the family? A. It contributes economic stability. B. Promotes healthy environment. C. Upgrades your knowledge about nursery. Or D. Social accountability. How does this nursery business affect the family? A. Contributes economic stability. B. Promotes healthy environment. C. Upgrades your knowledge about nursery. Or D. Social accountability. So, let's check. Here's the answer key. For number 1, it's B. Serve as income generating project. Number 2, D. All of them. So A, B, and C. Number 3, letter C. You are going to avoid cutting immature trees. Number 4, A. Because if there is a nursery, we can accept many orders of seedlings. So, it is a profitable business. And for number 5, it's letter A. Contributes economic stability. So write your score again on the topmost of your activity notebook. Did you get all correct answers? Good. But if you get some wrong answers, please watch this lesson presentation again so that you can master and learn the lesson. Okay? So to sum up, I want you to read and remember this for further learning. So children, please do read and remember this. Well done, children. So I'll give you this. N, I, C, E. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Good job. For your assessment, please refer to Google form that will be sent in our Google Classroom. So I'm going to send you the Google form for you to answer. Okay? Cats? But this time, let's have your additional activity. This serves as your performance output in this lesson. So in your notebook, write down the trees in your immediate surroundings. Write also their quantity and the benefit you and other people can get from it. An example below is done for you as a guide. Note, you don't have to go out of your house. You just need to peep from your window or look outside the door to see the trees around you. You are going to list down at least three kinds of trees. Clear? Okay, let's have another one. Second output. So read and explain your answer. Answer must be in one complete sentence. Write the answers in your activity notebook and make sure you can submit that in our Google Classroom. Am I understood? So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having fun. Bye!